I got friends that I know that I'm only gonna hear from in a time of need. I got friends that hit me up when it's been a long time they ain't heard from me. I got friends that will just be cool if I make that call and tell him it's peak. If he puts you on a shirt, he did it for me, it's a loyalty. I got friends that won't go anywhere else, she calls me the TBE. I got friends that I call my G, couple day ones with me. I got friends that started out like that, but she turned into a queen. Back in the palace ain't where you find my royalty.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Conor Benn reports Eddie Hearn has offered Tank Abdul Wahid $15 million to fight him. So we're going to take a look at the tweet and then we'll discuss. So this is from Michael Benson. He says Conor Benn has told reporters that the offer Eddie Hearn has made to Gervonta Davis to fight him next would see Tank make between 10 million to 15 million. And here's the quote: "If 10 million, 15 million ain't enough, then stay quiet. Stay at your house with your little tag on your ankle." So that's what he had to say. I'm gonna turn it over to you, G. What's your reaction to the news?
I mean, for one, I would love to see this fight, and I think Tank should take the fight because I think like Tank got like what I think it was like 10 million for fighting what's his name, Ryan. You know, so I'm like, yo, this is an extra 15. You know, and to be honest, and if it's in the States, you know, Tank's gonna be the A side anyways, even if it is a matchroom production. You know, so I'm like, what is there to lose in this one, right? You're gonna make a lot of money, you know, and you're gonna get a guy who's in a higher weight division than you know, that was on the juice, but now isn't on the juice. And his last performance shows that he's not the same when he's not on the juice. So I think this would be a great way for Tank to show, like, hey, I could brawl with the bigger guys, you know. So you know, I don't know what weight class he'll be in because I doubt Conor Benn will go down. You know what I'm saying? But maybe Conor Benn could probably do like a catch weight around like 140, maybe 142 or something. Because I know he's at 147. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way, man, it's like I think Tank should just do it, man. Like, take the fight. Even if Tank loses, it's not like people gonna be like, oh man, yo, like, oh, it's over for Tank. It's like Tank, if he loses, he lost to the bigger guy, you know. But there's a great chance that he could actually beat the bigger guy in this fight. So I definitely want to see that fight.
All right, Dollar Bill, you with us? All right, TVE, what you got?
Man, it's cute. Like G would say, yo, it's cute. You know, the offers okay, but you know, Tank's been doing numbers out here, and you know, 50 million may be like something he could pass up on, you know. And I'm not the type of person to pass up on 50 million, but you know, if Tank's getting low ball, we not like, hey yo, why you ducking 15 million? Why you not accepting 15 million? You ducking. Like, nah, we don't see fighters get a big bag for their name and for their profile and for what they've done in sport. And I feel like Tank is above it. And if he doesn't fight Conor Benn, who cares? Like, it's Conor Benn. Like the wet G, the wet. Like, you know, it's like we're not worried about you. Like in the sport of boxing, you need a name to stay relevant. And at the end of the day, I don't think you're no threat to this man. If he doesn't accept it, it's not a duck. And if he does accept it, you are in big trouble, my guy. You better come with your big boy. You better come with some grown man pants on, because at the end of the day, yo, this is not an easy fight for you. And we all know the outcome of it, and we all know how it's gonna roll. So the reports is cute. I want this fight to happen, but let's be more realistic. Conor Benn.
Oh, Bill, you.
Yeah, I mean, 15 million is 15 million. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I got a lot of kids. You know how much Jordans I can buy for 15 million? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I would definitely do it. But listen, I'm looking at it like this. One way that I see the Tank not taking this fight is because Conor Benn has been accused of being a cheater. You know what I'm saying? And you know how they feel about people being cheaters. So he wants people to be on the even playing field. You know. So I think if he does not fight Conor Benn, I think that you'll be hearing him calling. You have him putting up needle emojis and everything on social media, talking about why he don't want to fight Conor Benn. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of boxers and a lot of people in the sport don't take kindly to people being accused of taking performance enhancement drugs. You know what I'm saying? Some fighters in general, so they say look at it like all money ain't good money, especially is the boy gonna be clean.
What he got in him?
What he got in him?
What he got in him? Look, I don't know. That's what they're saying, right? But to me, Eddie Hearn in his team, I believe them just as much as I believe Bill Haney and his team. Unless there's anything concrete, this is just the boxing world today. It's about trying to win in a court of public opinion. People don't really care about the truth. They're not really trying to put out anything. It's always, I made this offer to this guy. It's like now everyone has their own PR rep, right? And they send their PR rep to go do tours on all these social media channels and try to persuade the public to see things their way. For me, none of this matters. The only thing that matters is the fights. Like, are we going to see the fights or not? I just want to see the fights. I know we didn't see Spence Crawford for 5 years. And when we finally got to see it, we were able to close a chapter and we were able to get answers. But the sad part was it took us 5 years to see that fight. And I'm, no one was really calling for this fight. It's just something that came up based on the social media beef that they have with one another. G, you pointed out you can't think of a weight that this fight could actually take place at, but you be okay with Tank moving up to 145. We're talking about Tank who fights at 135. Now, remember, I'm one who says, like, I'm not big on the weight thing, but once you start going up 10 pounds, to me, it does make a difference. Like, I don't care if it's like going from 135 to 140 or going from 140 to 147. But once you start adding more than 10 pounds and because now you're adding 10 pounds, but you're talking about rehydration. Mm-hmm. And someone who's moving up, once you talk about rehydration, they're not going to rehydrate as much as someone who's normally at that weight class, because most times they're draining themselves and they're depleting their body to make that weight class. Then no one's really fighting at the weight class that they're supposed to be at, except the heavyweights, really. So I don't know, but if Tank does take the fight, I think it's good money, and I think he does have a good chance of beating Conor Benn. What I've seen from Conor Benn is not that he's not a decent fighter, but since he's been busted or since he tested positive for having a banned substance in his system, he hasn't looked as explosive, he hasn't looked as powerful, and he's looked very vulnerable in the ring. And I think Gervonta Davis has the type of athleticism, punching power, and boxing IQ that I honestly think he can do Conor Benn like he did Barrios. And I think Barrios is better than Conor Benn. So you said 155 G. Hell no. Miguel Cotto fought Manny Pacquiao at 145. I think if Conor Benn is serious about this fight with Tank should say 144. 144 with a rehydration clause. Okay? Because in the rehydration clause shouldn't be nothing crazy. It should be 144. He can rehydrate to 160 the night of the fight. And I think that would be fair to me. And if he doesn't want to take that, then he's a hypocrite, because he wanted Chris Eubank Jr. to fight him at 160. And Chris Eubank Jr. was going to have to lose 8 pounds. Gervonta Tank Davis isn't asking him to lose 8 pounds. He's asking him to lose 3, to come down 3 pounds. And he's saying you can't rehydrate to a certain point, which should be respected because he's going to be moving from 135 up to basically above 140. So if all those things are accepted, I think he should take the fight because I think he can beat Conor Benn just like he beat Mario Barrios. That's my take on it. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tune in for the next video.